always get your name wrong. Am I pronouncing it right by saying Ties? Ties? I could be completely butchering that, so I'm sorry if that is not how you pronounce your name. We could call you by your second name. We can go for Willems. Willems, what's going on, mate? I appreciate you popping into the stream. I'm really bad with pronunciations, especially with foreign names. It's just not my strong point at all. But how you doing, man? Hope you're good. I'm just throwing out a few tweets. Roel, what's going on, man? Appreciate you popping into the stream. Hope you're good. Okay, that's tweeted out. Not too bad, haha, it's Dutch. Probably too hard to pronounce for English people. I'm good, mate. How are you? Yeah, mate, I'm good. I am good, to be fair. My gallery lost quite some value, though. What is the reason for the loss of value, mate? Or you could even let me know your gallery name. I could have a little look. I want to see where this gallery loss is. Not that I'm like celebrating it. I'm just quite intrigued to see like what's not happening. Simo, thank you, mate, for the kind words. Took me a while to get the vlog out. A lot of editing. I haven't edited like that for a while, so I was a little bit rusty. But yeah, no, I do really appreciate that, Simo. It really means a lot to me. Usami not playing well and some Asians going down. Mate, I'm in the same sort of situation right now with my Asian teams. Like, I'll have a look at your gallery now. It was 7,500 yesterday-ish. Now 6,500 might be wrong valuation. To be completely honest, like, I wouldn't be checking that gallery value all the time. Like, it's just not, like, for me, it's just not worth it. I don't see the benefits in like checking up on your value of your gallery that often, because there's so many things that can go into, you know, that valuation. Like, it's just probably not worth tracking every day, you know. Like, I'm not telling you what to do or not, but I don't know, I just don't think it's mentally the right thing to do. But, you know, who am I to say that? You can do whatever you want, but I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think you should need to, I don't know, just worry about that too much, you know. I'm just looking at your gallery now. I'll throw your we'll throw your gallery out on here if you don't mind people seeing, but it looks like you're buying players for like to sell on, in that sense. Like, I'm not seeing many SO5 players here. Tia says, I don't really either. Kept it in mind, but don't really either. Kept it in mind that my players would drop a bit. I mean, yeah, these, you know, football players are human at the end of the day. Like, there's going to be dips, there's going to be peaks, but obviously in this type of game, in terms of Sorare, like, you're going to be looking to obviously sell your players when they're peaking, right? That's obviously the hardest thing to do. Easier said than done, but you've got some nice players here. If I'm looking at the right gallery. Simo says, my value on Sorare data keeps jumping. I noticed yesterday. I think the market is moving pretty quickly. Wouldn't worry too much. Yeah, Simo, I appreciate the nice words. That's a similar sort of thing to what I follow. I don't tend to look at my gallery value at all, if I'm completely honest. Most of my good players were bought a while ago. Well, that's a good thing. I'm guessing you got them for a lot cheaper than what they are now, I'd hope. But yeah, what was I going to do? What was I going to do? That's what I was going to do. Sorry, I was going to tweet out my Sorry, I have tweeted out my the live stream link. So I'm just going to throw it into a few Discords, and then we'll get cracking on with the live stream. One more thing. Okay, that's Discord done. We can get rid of Discord. Tia says, yeah, for sure, held them through the season break. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. These players come in and out of form. These players go from not playing to playing. Like I said, it's all about just trying to hit their peaks. If that's what your gallery is designed to do. If it's designed to just sell on players whilst they're playing good, rather than like you focusing on SO5, then, you know, that's obviously the you know, what you want to get out of your gallery in terms of selling on cards when they're high, I guess. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so let's get into, I guess the game week hasn't actually finished yet, has it? To be honest, but we're gonna get into how I've got on SO5 wise this weekend. Alex Dobbins, what's going on, man? Appreciate you popping into the stream. Yeah, I am actually able to stream a lot earlier now, so I have less responsibilities in terms of a day job right now. So yeah, I'm able to stream a lot earlier. So I'm hoping that there's more people available at the times that, you know, I can stream now. They're a bit more UK friendly time wise. So yeah, that's ideal, to be honest. I'm really happy about that. But yeah, in terms of Game Week 250, it was a massive week. Huge, actually. In terms of the weekly challenge, yeah, well, we'll get through what I've done, and then yeah, we'll have a look at, you know, the winners of the weekly challenge, Quinny and Nellis, and all the good stuff that happened there, which was insane, to be honest, watching that yesterday. Tia says, I've got a solid SO5 lineup for gas. Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone, yeah, I'd imagine everyone should have, you know, a good SO5 lineup for gas, because obviously you're farming the thresholds, etc. But then around that is where, like, you're selling off bits and bobs, you know, when they're peaking and stuff. I think that's a very healthy way to do it, for sure, instead of going like all in on SO5. But yeah, in terms of my week, we've got a tier 3 red, tier 3 rare, and a tier 3 limited, and 0.01 ETH. My ETH came from this team here. Paxton Pomical gave away a penalty, which was just ideal. Nico had a decent game. He hit the crossbar from the halfway line. No decisive, you know, clean sheets, decent with the captain's bonus. Suzuki and Kamiya both played in the 2-0 loss to Yokohama Marinos. Tough game. I knew it'd be a tough game. I wasn't expecting much from these guys this weekend, to be completely honest. And Martin Peiss made a few good saves, to be honest. They lost 1-0 though. So yeah, no clean sheet there, which I kind of expected. Chrissy Quirk, what's going on, mate? Appreciate you popping into the stream. A little bit, I was just saying that the timing for the stream's a little bit friendlier now. So yeah, that's good. I'm buzzing about that. In terms of All-Star Rare Pro, I had a sneaky feeling Leszczyk would start because I heard rumours about a stomach bug for Shunin. It wasn't to be. They lost 2-0 anyway. I watched the game. They were shocking, to be completely honest. Again, Nico captain. Vitinho with a very decent score for a Super Rare 53 with no clean sheets. His scores have improved recently, which I've had to be patient on. But I am sort of a little bit happier with what I'm seeing. Gravenberch started the game. I didn't really expect him to, but shocking score from him. He's just not the SO5 guy that, you know, I want to be seeing right now. And Moise Keane came off the bench with like 5 minutes to go. This was a bit of a throwaway lineup. Like, I knew Nico and Vitinho would play, but Gravenberch, Keane and Leszczyk were just complete gambles. And yeah, I thought I'd just throw them into one team so it doesn't ruin, you know, many other teams. Under 23 rares, where we're going to get, or should get, our tier 3 rare reward. It's 99% complete. I'm 12, or just over 12 points into getting a tier 3, basically. So, I could technically get caught, I imagine. But we're just going off that we're not going to get caught right now. 184th position. Van der Vaart with a wicked AA score in a 2-all draw. Seo Young-woo is an absolute beast right now. We're calling him the Korean Trent. Assist, clean sheets, decent AA score, just unbelievable right now. Arsene was the one to let me down this game. Like I said, they got battered against Spartak. Just really frustrating. I watched the whole game. It was streamed on YouTube. Arsene played alright. He hit the post, actually. But yeah, they had a man sent off at half time, so the game was done. It was 2-0 at that point. They just couldn't find that goal. Enzo Fernandez, I didn't watch the game, but he had a wicked AA score, 65. Captained him. He hit the post again. That's 3 games in a row now. Hudson said that Kurzakov news on Thursday night you mentioned got me 62 points. Hudson, I knew I would come in handy for something. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, it was just very late news. There was no guarantees he was going to play, but then it came out a bit later. Then the young goalkeeper, Daniel something for Zenit, I think he's like broke his finger or something, or he's done like ligaments in his finger, so he was basically definitely out. Excuse me. And then Jesus Ferreira, very good AA score, like very, very good. This is back to what the Jesus Ferreira of last year was like AA-wise. Hasn't hit a decisive yet. But yeah, 58.8 points without a decisive is not bad from a forward at all. So hopefully we can see a lot more of that added on to his decisives, if he ever gets any. We've got a question here. Labour, would you be able to give me advice on a gallery? I got like 1k. I put in beyond what I already have. My gallery name is Karimi. That's 3 eyes. Was thinking of buying a higher caliber player. Right, we'll quickly go over and check his gallery out, because why not? See if we can give him any tips, tricks, whatever it is, a little bit of guidance. Okay, so I'm seeing limiteds, I'm seeing rares, I'm seeing Dennis Bouanga, who got a goal on the weekend. He had like 3 big chances missed, I think. Okay, so a lot of MLS situations. Brandon Bai, he had a good score against Portland, 79. Okay, so does this guy play Crep out? Yeah, he plays. Okay. I would probably, I know this is just my opinion. Like, I'm guessing you're trying to get 2 lineups out here, right? Is there another goalkeeper, or am I just... Okay, so I'm guessing you've got a Gas Rare Pro with 2 super rares, and obviously a rare goalkeeper, and then a Gas, like, threshold team is what I'm guessing right now. Just by looking at this, obviously you got 1 rare goalkeeper. What is this guy? I don't know who Matt Polster is, to be honest. Decent score, 49. Yeah, what would I do here? It's a tough one. Would you be able to give me advice on the gallery? I got like 1k to put in, but I have. My gallery name is currently... I mean, I can't tell you what you should do in any way. If this was my gallery right now, what would I do? I would probably continue with the MLS boys, because obviously they have the most utility right now, in the sense that, you know, they have a full season ahead of them alongside the Asian guys, and obviously some of the South Americans. Would I be pushing Rare Pro with the super rares you have? I'll be honest, I don't know enough about Brandon Bai other than looking at his L5 right here and this guy Matt Polster. I'll be completely honest. They don't like strike me as like really good super rares just off the bat. I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong, and that's fair enough. I'm open to be completely wrong. For me, I would probably condense this, and I would just go I would go with like one really good all-star rare team with a rare goalkeeper and some really nice players, if that makes sense. So maybe like get rid of the super rares, maybe, and just condense them into like really good rares, MLS, Asian base, and just really go for gas. That's what I would do if you want to stay in rares. I mean, you could sell all these and play limited and have a lot more fun, have better lineups, quote unquote, but it's a lot harder to win. You're playing against a lot more players, just obvious, right? But yeah, if you're staying in rares, I would personally. Labour says they are alright, but not great. Currently have a semi-New England stack. Okay, interesting. Oh wait, John McCarthy plays as well, doesn't he? Okay, maybe he doesn't. Chase said, sell both supers, sell off the fluff, and push hard for all-star rare. Chase, yeah, you've basically just took the words out of my mouth. You were able to articulate it a lot easier than I was. I seem to beat around the bush a lot, but yeah, I kind of agree with Chase, if I'm completely honest. Go really deep into all-star rare. Obviously, you know, if you've got a rare goalkeeper in there, you basically, if you've got 5 starters, you're basically guaranteed the 0.02 ETH if they all play, like I said. And then obviously if you've got nice rares, then you'd like to think that you could be competing for cards, you know, within that division. But you know, we're not here to tell you what to do. I guess it's just a little bit of guidance that sometimes people need. I've needed it many a times over the last year or so, just to really like focus in on what you really want. Spreading yourself too thin is just one of the most popular things to do, I guess, on Sorare. You know, I've done it myself many a time. I'm kind of doing it right now with my D2 Super Rare division team. Like, you know, it's not the most competitive at all right now. Things could change, of course. You know, football's very unpredictable and things can change in a split second. But yeah, like, you know, if I was you, Labour, I would definitely try and condense that gallery, to be fair, and just go really, really strong into all-star rare. Labour says he appreciates it. No problem at all, man. Let's just get back to how we got on in 250. So yeah, I mentioned the all-star rare. Looking forward to another tier 3 rare, to be honest. I sold my last one, which was a decent tier 3 for like £250. So that was nice. He plays, he starts, he even gets decisives, to be fair. This was last weekend now. So that was nice. Hopefully we get another tier 3 that's, you know, got a bit of utility. This was my disappointing team. Very, very disappointed with this team. Diego Costa got what's it called? An error led to goal, which was very harsh, I think. They won 4-2. Nico Williams Super Rare got me 65 points. Sergio Gomez had a poor game for his standards. Obviously clean sheet, but other than that, AA score just wasn't really there. Yari Visharan, 96 points. Finally got his goal. Couldn't do it last week, could he? Of course he couldn't. I saw the goal as well. Really, really nice finish, to be fair. Nice little 1-2 into play. Good little finish, bottom corner. And then Julian Alvarez, DMP, man. What can you do? Was ill in the warm-up, apparently. Absolutely gutting, to be completely honest. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that I wouldn't have got anything anyway. 134 points away from a reward. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it's still very, very disappointing. And I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get, like, some news on him. To be completely honest. So, yeah, that's very frustrating. I'm just trying to have a little look. So they're just speaking about, is he going to be out for the cup? I guess that'll be a good indication. Hopefully we can see, yeah, we can, you know, take that and have a look this midweek if he's in this cup game. I guess that'll help us out. So yeah, very frustrating DMP there. What's this? Currently selling up my Ghent limited stack. I'm looking to transfer into something in the J League and was wondering if you had any suggestions. Gallery name is the same. Let me just finish the SO5, you know, how we got on in 250, and then I'll definitely get over and have a look at your gallery, mate, for sure. In terms of super rares, had an absolutely shocking week. Tani had actually a decent score, to be fair. 56.9. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Nishio actually had a decent score for once. He hasn't scored me very well at all of late. Excuse me. Bless me. Jesus Christ. I tell you what, these allergies are in a bad way. Nishio, decent score, 49.9. In a 1-0 loss. He is actually injured though, which is just not ideal for me. So yeah, I'm on the lookout for it. Well, maybe we can play Vitinho in there, I guess, next week. Moses Nyman got a red card. He was playing really well. He had like an AA score of like 50. With obviously the super red bonus, it was like 60s, which was really nice. But yeah, got a red card. It got changed from a yellow to a red. Really frustrating. Labour said, bro, you are really generous in reviewing galleries. Really appreciate you taking the time. Mate, that's what I'm here to do. Like, I'm here to help you guys out, watching. I mean, you watch me, you help me out with my, my SO5 lineups and injuries, DMPs, suggestions. Obviously, I'm here to help you guys out equally the same, right? It's not a one-way street. It's only fair. But yeah, I do appreciate your words, Labour. Yuito Suzuki, obviously we had the rain, gas, didn't do much this game, wasn't expecting much against a strong Yokohama team. And then Young Wook cannot hit a barn door with a shovel right now. Cannot get a goal out of him whatsoever. A decent AA score, but again, 2-0 loss. Seoul just aren't it right now. They're having a really tough time in the K-League. So, yeah, disappointing there. If your strikers aren't scoring goals, you're struggling, right? It's just going to be very hard outside of that to make the points up. And then the weekly challenge. Woke up this morning to a Dzuba assist. Kurzakov clean sheet is how I sort of predicted it quite comfortably. But then Noah Lang, Pellegrini and Perez, just nothing great is there score-wise here. No decisives between them. Noah Lang missed a big chance. Finished on a score of 40. He is really struggling right now in terms of the decisives. So yeah, that was very, very disappointing. Lorenzo Pellegrini, decent AA score, if I'm honest, 53. Can't really complain too much. But no decisive from him. And then Bruno Perez, I think Fenerbahce had a man sent off and they still scored. So that was disappointing. There's another 10 points off. But we are in the Tier 3 limited by 8 points. We might get knocked out, if I'm honest. 92% complete. So we probably will lose our Tier 3 limited there, which is not the end of the world, if we're completely honest. It would be a bonus if we had it, but we don't. We might not, sorry. So that's that. I'm going to take it. If I finish up with a Tier 3 rare under 23, you've definitely got to take that. There's definitely worse game weeks. There's definitely better. Just having a look at some of my players here. So, yeah, the frustrating side of this game week was, well, we won't count Amaya's score because I just brought him in. He's a brand new sign-in. I'm very low on super rare midfielders right now. Nyman just got red carded, so I needed a bit of strength and depth, and I think Amaya could be that guy for me. He takes set pieces for New York. He just controls the game quite well. He's not the most athletic player in the world, but he's very, very cute on the ball. I really like how he plays in that sense. Bit of a playmaker, like I said, on set pieces. Got an assist on the weekend, got an assist last game. So yeah, I'm hoping he can have a big impact on the gallery. But yeah, in terms of our scores, Seo Young Woo was our highest, 84.3. Vargas, who I have a limited of, to be fair. Robert said, sorry if you have talked about this. Did you see what happened in the Quintaro versus Atlas game? I'll be honest, Robert, I didn't see it. I saw a little bit of news on Twitter. It looks horrific of what people were talking about. So yeah, I can't comment on it too much. Like, I don't know too much about it. I did hear whispers of people did die. I'm not completely sure how true that is. I hope it's not true. But yeah, horrible scenes. I mean, these it's not. I don't want to. What's the word? don't even know what the word is, but I don't want to tarnish Mexican football as a whole, just because of this one game. But I don't know. South Americans can be quite crazy, from my experience in terms of, big games in their countries and stuff, and the rivalries. It's the same in England and in the UK. It's like Man U, Man City, or Everton, Liverpool, whatever it is. Like, I know people don't die at football games in the UK. I hope they haven't in Mexico either, but I did hear rumours of something of that sort, which like I said, I hope isn't true. But yeah, just a horrible situation, to be fair. But yeah, going back to our players of the weekend in terms of highest scorers, like I said, Vargas, was a limited, so I didn't really take advantage of that score. Cody Gakpo actually came off the bench and scored. He got a 77.5, so imagine him in. I mean, like I said, it doesn't make too much of a difference, but imagine him instead of Alvarez, and if Costa didn't get his error led to goal, then it would look a little bit better. So I'm just happy that Gakpo's back. I've missed him for the last few weekends. Like Yariva Sharon, nice little score. Philip Max is a common. Chesney's a common. Doku came off the bench and got an assist, which I was really, really pleased about. 65 points there. Mignon is a common. Wrench had a decent AA score, but he got brought off. Tanaka actually got a nice little score for Shonen. Marcus is a common. So yeah, nothing. No crazy scores this weekend. No hundreds. Obviously, Amaya was close, but like I said, I didn't have him in my gallery up until 10 minutes ago. So yeah, nowhere near a disappointing game week, but it could have been better. Let's go have a look at this gallery. Sir Rob. And let's have a look at what we're seeing here. So, currently selling my Geng stack, looking to transfer something in the J League, and was wondering if you had any suggestions. Okay, so I'm seeing the Geng stack. Castro Montes, Desart, Michael Negedu, and Sven Coombs. Don't mind them as a team, to be fair. They've been performing quite well recently, right? So yeah, I'll be completely honest. I'm no expert in the J League. Like, I obviously have a few J League players, and I'm getting to know the league a lot better. Because I don't operate outside of under 23s in the J League. I don't know a whole lot about the over 23 players in terms of value in the J League, if I'm completely honest. So I guess we could just do a player finder situation, or we could go player rankings, and we could just go. What could we do here? We could go J League, and we can just filter. And yeah, I mean, I know these guys are going to be the most expensive guys, of course, but they're the most expensive for a reason, right? They're bringing in the scores. So I don't know. I would look to maybe stack 2 or 3 teams, have maybe an attacking stack, forward, midfielder, and then have maybe a defender and a goalkeeper from another team, right? I'm not a fan of full team stacks of 5 players, but I do like the split stack in the sense, having a goalkeeper and a defender from the same team, and then maybe an attacking stack from another team, right? I know Leandro Damiao is a good little player. To be fair, he seems to score a lot, obviously getting on a bit, but he does bring in the goals. Fukamori is a player that I know of, takes set pieces, defender. I know he's decent, to be fair. Who else we got? Kikuchi's obviously a beast. I don't know what's happening with him right now, whether he's playing or not. I know he missed the first few games for whatever reason. So yeah, I mean, I would just have a look and see if you can. Raul said Fukamori is defender but takes free kicks and corners. Basically what I just said. Can't agree with that more, to be honest. I think he's very good value. From just looking at this, not many defenders take set pieces, so that is huge. Olsen's stack looks good too, so obviously that is in the K League. We could obviously have a look at that. Does it allow us to? Yeah, it does. I had a look at Damiao, who's come down in price loads recently. I know he scored last game, but yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not too clued up on the J League outside of my under 23 guys, if I'm completely honest. So I can't give too much of, tips or anything, but I do like, maybe stacking, a defender and a goalkeeper from one team. Rob said, coming into the Sorare world, would you start out in limiteds or rare with the main European season coming to an end? Rob, I'll be honest, the first comeback I have to that is how much money you coming in with it. How much money you coming into Sorare with, right? That is going to determine completely, whether you want to come into rares or super rares. Not rares or super rares, limiteds or rares. It's going to completely depend on your budget. If I'm just giving out random numbers here, so don't take this don't take this as gospel, but if you're coming in with £2,500 or something like this, then I would probably have to go for limiteds. If it's anything more than that, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000, then I think rares are a little bit more realistic. But yeah, I mean, it depends what you want. It completely depends what you want. Do you want, say, if you had £2,500, do you want teams that are really good, or do you want a threshold team that would get you maybe 0.01, 0.02 ETH at the time? That would be possible with £2,500. Would it compete for prizes? Probably not. Keigo Tushimoto and his keeper are both also ones I've looked at. I'm guessing he's in the J League, so we'll go back over there. But yeah, Rob, to be completely honest, you need to evaluate it by how much of a budget are you coming in with. That is honestly the only way to really do it for me. It's all about budget wise. Okay, this guy looks really good, to be fair, and he's under 23s. Yeah, some really nice. Oh, he got a decisive 35 or AA. Yeah, so his AA game is pretty decent. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, very, very decent. He's hitting 80s and 70s with just AA, which is obviously nice to see. His rare's nearly half an ETH. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, he is currently an under 23. Yeah, I just saw that then. That's interesting. He looks like a very, very nice little player, to be honest. Let's have a look how we got on in the SD League. Okay, we lost. Great. Well, that was easy. The Julian Alvarez, I captained him as well. I guess Moise Keane takes his position, actually, so that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, what did we lose by? 497. We lost by 22 points. That is gutting. So yeah, not ideal. In terms of Sorare Mega, I think we had a few victories. I had a look a few days ago. Nothing too crazy. So we won Mega 3 by 6 points, which is nice. What did we do in Mega 5? We lost in Mega 5 by a whopping 130 odd points. Mammoth Thiam DMP, Vieira DMP, which is just ideal, isn't it? Mega 8, how did we get on? We lost by 50 points. Moses Nyman red card completely killed us. Our whole midfield didn't do anything there, so that's just great. And then Mega 11, we played against Tooth, who's a very, very good player. Alvarez DMP. Yeah, we got battered, to be fair. Benzema, Salah, Neymar, Verratti. It's a very, very good gallery there. So, yeah, didn't expect to win that at all. Excuse me. So, yeah, guys, I guess we're in a position now to look forward to Gameweek 251, which is, the title of the stream. I have bought in a few players, 2 players, over the last 24 hours. We brought in a Papa Gay for 0.1 ETH. And I'll be honest, it's purely for midweek, especially this midweek and maybe next midweek. Marseille played Basel in the Conference League. As you can see here, he seems to perform very well in the Conference League. Obviously, they played Qarabag, who aren't the best team in the world. Obviously, Basel are going to be a bit better for sure. But yeah, he seems like he gets a game in the Conference League. He doesn't seem to start in the league for them. Obviously, they got Guendouzi and Boubacar Kamara, so, I understand why he's not starting. So, yeah, I bought him for 0.1 ETH last night. I mean, yeah, it's not a bargain by any... Well, I mean, it could be a bargain. He could hit 100 for me and, help me on my way to a podium. But, I just needed a midfielder this week and next midweek to where I'm not really that worried that they're not going to start. I do have a Fabio Vieira, but he right now is just struggling right now. I mean, he's just not in favour. His L5 was insane for a couple weeks, but yeah, he's kind of gone off the boil a little bit. Taremi's back scoring goals, so they're going with like 2 up front. So yeah, that's kind of not ideal. Little sidetrack, but if you guys haven't seen, I uploaded a vlog yesterday of the Atlanta Sporting Kansas City game, and there is a giveaway going on. I'm giving away a super rare and a limited David Villa to 2 winners. I'll be making the draw Thursday, like it says here. All you need to do is follow these requirements, and then yeah, you're in with a chance of winning yourself either a super rare or a limited. And then my friend Sorare Messiah, who was part of my vlog, basically he's given away a Cifuentes limited card because he lost the challenge between him and I. So yeah, there's 3 cards on offer basically. Go and do basically what I just said. Have a look at the pinned tweet if you have Twitter, if you really care to. And yeah, get yourself, involved with that. But yeah, side note out the way, let's have a look at Gameweek 251. Midweek, so not everyone's going to be able to throw out lineups for this. It's pretty hard to sort of get 5 starters, especially under 23s, with goalkeepers being so limited really in who starts. I've got my eyes on the under 23 Pro, to be completely honest. There's 199 entrants right now, 20 prizes, so 10% of the pool is probably going to come away with a prize if it stays around 200. It's either that or the under 23s. 750 entrants is quite a lot to me. I'm just going to have a look at how many under 23 goalkeepers are there this midweek playing, right? So possibly Donnarumma away to Real Madrid. Philip Cohn playing for Salzburg, so there's 2. Anybody else? Bijlo away to Partizan, so that's 3. Who else? And then Diego Costa 4. Excuse me. I don't know if any of these K-League or J-League teams have under 23 keepers, if I'm honest. So that's over my head a little bit. And then there's a couple of CONCACAF Champions League games. I'm not sure. I don't think Seattle plays Stefan Fry in goal, so I don't think he's under 23s. Montreal does... No, Hassel plays for Vancouver, doesn't he? So, and then the Libertadores. So, yeah, there's only like 4 playing under 23 keepers, which, that tells me that the majority of these, entrants don't have a playing goalkeeper. If I'm completely honest, I'd imagine out of this under 23 Rare Pro, out of those 200 or 199 entrants, I bet half, maybe not even half, have 5 starters, or even 5 playing. I don't know. This is just my guess. So yeah, I want to enter the under 23 Pro. If I'm completely honest, even though there's more prizes on offer in under 23s, I just feel like there's going to be more teams, more competitive teams with 5 starters in that division compared to the Pro. So yeah, we're gonna target under 23 Pro, and then anything left over is gonna go into All Star. So yeah, that is basically what we're gonna do. We don't have, I don't think I have many super rares playing, to be completely honest. There is a special weekly. What is the special weekly? Allowed cards limited, maximum of 45. So yeah, I won't be entering that this week or this midweek. I've got rid of all my limiteds, to be fair, from the weekly, so I took losses on them. To be fair, I didn't really, win too much, make too much from it at all. Percho said, Vindal for AZ as well. Okay, so there's 5. Thank you for pointing that out, mate. So yeah, let's just get into, where are we to? Let's just get into a bit of lineup building, right? So, like I said, I wanna target under 23 rare pro. We've only got one playing goalkeeper, and that is Diego Costa. Excuse me. Opposition score seems really high. At home to Lyon, it won't be an easy game for Porto, if I'm completely honest. I don't see there being a ton of goals. I'm hoping there's a clean sheet for Costa, obviously, but yeah, I don't really see there being a massive amount of goals, to be honest. So let's see if he can keep a clean sheet there. That would be just amazing, to be honest. In terms of defenders, right, I do actually have quite a few options here. So the Nico Williams Super Rare is probably the most nailed on. They're away to Swansea, who are struggling right now. Fulham flying top of the league. We do have a Wesley Fofana, who I just saw this morning, signed a 5-year deal with Leicester, or an extension, so he's staying till like 2027 or something. He's been training for the last month. He hasn't been in a squad. There is rumours that he will be in the next squad. Whether he starts or not, I really, really don't know. It's very hard to say. They're at home to Rennes, which won't be an easy game for Leicester. I don't foresee them starting Fofana, if I'm completely honest. So that is a risk. I don't think it's worth the risk, especially in this lineup, where I need 5 stars, basically. Kosanu might play away to Atalanta. I don't see that as a nice fixture, though. Atalanta love scoring goals, so they love conceding goals as well, but I just don't trust him, 1, to start, and 2, to play well away to Atalanta. Diogo Leite, they're playing Monaco at home, which won't be an easy game. Again, there's no guarantees that he starts. His time at Braga seems very, very shaky right now. I'm not sure what's going on there. To be completely honest, there might be a Portuguese expert watching right now that can tell you or tell us more. Then we have a Seo Young-woo, who's been incredible recently. They're top of the league, Ulsan. Doesn't look like defenders get a great score against Seoul. Obviously, I have the Young-woo, so potentially here I could have a defender playing against one of my forwards, right, in Young-woo. But I'm not even sure if I'm going to play Young-woo yet. So, like I said, Nico is probably the best option here. The Nico Super Rare. We do have an Eric Garcia Super Rare who could play against Galatasaray, but I don't know. Does Eric Garcia play? I really, really don't know. I wouldn't trust him to play, if I'm completely honest. I'm just going to do a little quick search of his name to see if anything pops up. Yeah, I'm just not confident that he plays, to be honest. I mean, they could. I don't know. He hasn't played recently. It's been Araujo and PK when they've both been fit. So, I don't know. I don't trust Eric Garcia to start, if I'm completely honest. You guys might think differently. But yeah, for me, that would be too much of a risk. So, the Nico Williams play away to Swansea is just too nailed on for me not to play him. Midfielders, like I said, Fabio Vieira is having a bit of a tough time right now for Porto. Didn't even come off the bench on the weekend. Does that tell me they're saving him for the Lyon game? Probably not, to be completely honest. Like I don't see how he fits into their team right now. They're playing 2 forwards in Evalison and Taremi. I don't see where Vieira really fits in. So that was one of the main reasons why I brought in Papagay. At home to Basel. Looks like midfielders get good scores against Basel, which is a very positive sign. I'm hoping he comes in for the conference games, like I said he's been doing recently. So I'd be gutted if he doesn't carry that on. because he's been playing well. He scored 2 in 2, I think, in the Conference League. So yeah, he's definitely a nice little choice, I think, if he starts. Big if. In terms of forwards, we do have a few options. Ansu Fati's still injured, so he is definitely not an option. Jeremy Doku is back playing. He got an assist on the weekend, like I said. Away to Leicester, on paper or on Sorare data, it tells me that forwards do well against Leicester, which is interesting. I could have Doku playing against Fofana. I could have Young Woo playing against Young Wook. So there's a few derbies within my team this weekend, or within my gallery. I do have a Cody Gakpo, who came off the bench on the weekend, played really well, got a goal, had a really good score. I didn't take advantage of it. It still says here that he's expected to return, but he is actually back. They're playing, I don't even know if it's a Norwegian team, Copenhagen. I don't know how to pronounce that, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, some sort of Scandinavian team. They're heavy favourites in terms of the betting odds. So I would like to think Gakpo, he's been injured for a few weeks. Nice goal on the weekend. I think they'll ease him back in, and he probably starts midweek, if I had to guess. Jorbe Vertessen plays for PSV as well, but I don't see that. Well, I don't see him getting a look in, to be completely honest. Cherokee's still injured, and Young Wook, who's obviously playing against Young Woo. Tough game away to Ulsan. I'm probably not going to play him, to be completely honest. I just don't see them doing really well away there, to be honest. He's low on what's I going to say? He's low on confidence right now. Hasn't scored in a few games, so that's a little bit annoying. Lucas says they're from Denmark. Thank you, Lucas, for letting us know that. So yeah, Cody Gakpo, I think, is the play here. We'll throw him in there. Oh, it's Copenhagen. Right. I'm just stupid then. I'm guessing that's like the Denmark way of pronouncing. I can't even speak right now. Copenhagen's obviously the English word. I'm guessing that's the Danish word for Copenhagen. I've never seen it spelled like that, to be honest. So that's why I struggled so much with that word. I've actually been to Copenhagen, to be fair. I went to watch Wales play there a few years ago, so that was fun. They're on fire right now. Interesting. So that'll be a tough game then, I guess, for PSV. In terms of our extra player, we have a few options. We could go Jeremy Doku. We could go Fabio Vieira. We could go Wesley Fofana. We could go Kosunu. We could go Leite. We could also go Seo Young-woo. We could go Eric Garcia, but we don't know if he's going to start. And we could go Young Wook. Obviously, we can play 2 super rares. So, if I wanted to take advantage of that situation, then I would probably play Young Wook. But I really don't fancy him to do that well away to Ulsan. So I really think that the Seo Young Woo going with 1 super rare in Nico Williams instead of 2 could be the play. I think he's a good enough rare, to be honest, even though I'm probably going to be up against a lot of Seo Young Woo super rares. I think he's still a very good option there, to be completely honest. And I think that team does well. If Papagay starts, that team on paper is a very, very decent team, I think. Does it win it? Probably not. If Papagay can get me a crazy score, then I do fancy the rest of the players to really chip in and do their bit as well. So I think that's the team we're going to go with, guys, to be honest. I'm pretty confident in that team. It's not the best team I've ever put out. Certainly not the worst. Rob says, thanks for the comments to the response earlier. Think for my budget, it's going to be best. Try and get a threshold team and a few limiteds. Yeah, Rob, that sounds like, the basic or the most popular way to start right now is to sort of try and get yourself a threshold team, 4 rares, play with a common goalkeeper, try and churn out those Ethereum thresholds, and then, like you said, maybe have a nice little limited team on the side to where you know those 5 players are going to play most of the time. They're good players, you know them, but it's gonna you know that it's going to be pretty hard to win prizes in the limited division because there's so much competition, right? So yeah, I think that is the most simple yet effective way to start right now, is if you have the budget, of course, is to dip into the rare market and get a threshold team, and then sort of get a few limited teams out there. Maybe it just increases the enjoyment a bit, I guess. Cody Gakpo, throw him in, and Seol Young-woo. Gaza said, well, this has thrown me out. You're early, Harry. Lol, hope you're well, mate. Yeah, Gaza, to be fair, I've got less responsibilities right now, shall we just put it that way. So I'm a little bit more flexible in terms of being able to stream a lot earlier. I did mention it earlier, to be honest, but yeah, you obviously weren't in here, which is completely fine. So yeah, I'm able to stream, at friendlier European times, which is really, really, really good to be able to do so, right? Because it allows more of you to watch the streams, more engagement for me, more fun, more comments. It just, it's overall just a lot better of an experience. I think I'd have to captain Cody Gakpo. It'd be stupid for me not to. And I'm pretty happy going into the midweek with a team like this, to be completely honest. I mean, I could enter under 23 and go Diego Costa. I could go rare Nico Williams. I could go rare Papagay, rare Cody Gakpo, and rare Seo Young-woo. I probably have a better chance of winning something if I did this in a weird way, because obviously I'm going with one super rare here, which isn't the end of the world. It doesn't mean you can't win divisions with one super rare. You can even win division. You can win rare pro divisions with 5 rares if they all go off enough, So like, I don't think it's gonna matter too much, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, I just feel a little bit more comfortable going into the under 23 pro division, just because I have a funny feeling a lot of these teams are gonna be just full of DMPs. I think a lot of people will put their training lineups in. There's obviously going to be, some really competitive teams, don't get me wrong. But on the whole, I see under 23 pro being, less competitive as under 23s. But that's just my take on it. I could be completely wrong. In terms of the All-Star team, I'm not going to do it on Sorare data because I don't really have that many options to really worry about that. So we're just going to go with it this way. So we've got 2 other playing goalkeepers in Manuel Neuer, who I don't know if he's fit right now. But to be honest, it might not matter because I don't think Oriv Marisano is going to play for Feyenoord. I think Bijlo is going to be in goals for them. So it looks like a common Manuel Neuer is the only option I have here. In terms of defenders, so this says I haven't changed my training team, so that's why it's it's showing that all these players are in training. It'd be stupid for me not to play a Nico Williams, so we're gonna play one of our rare Nicos. Fabio Vieira or Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey's been injured right now. He's really disappointing me. Not that I didn't expect it, to be honest. Ramsey's always injured. So, yeah, I'm not shocked in any way. So, I guess Vieira has to pop into here just in case he does play. In terms of forwards, Jeremy Doku is the only player here that could play. Obviously Gakpo is in our D3 team. But in terms of other rare players, Cherokee's injured, Fatty's injured. So, it has to be Jeremy Doku. And then in terms of our extra player, it's either Diego Leite, Kosanu, Ramsey, or Fofana. Who has the best chance of playing there? I'd be willing to stick my neck out and say that maybe it's Diego Leite, even though he's out of favour right now. I mean, this team doesn't mean too much to me, to be completely honest. Ramsey was on the bench last game, by the way. Thank you for that information. I really didn't know that, to be honest. Yeah, let me go have a look at that. Did he come off the bench? I'm just looking on SofaScore now at Ramsey's. Aaron Ramsey. He was on the bench against Aberdeen. They won 1-0. He didn't get off the bench. It's just not a good sign, is it? I'm Tim. Hey man, great content, love it. Would you like to share your opinion on summer break in Europe? Quite a long time, so rather switching from Europe to MLS team or trying to expand / improve existing teams. So are you basically, Tim, are you basically asking, should you keep your European players over the summer, or should you sell them and change them for an MLS team? Is that what you're asking? Addy says he has a Ramsey as well. Lucas says, I don't think Neuer plays. Yeah, I'll be honest, neither do I, Lucas. But I have no other option, to be completely honest. I could just go with Orif Marisano. Again, I don't think he plays. Maybe I'll just go with that. Why not? Because, like you said, Lucas, you don't think Neuer plays, so I might as well throw a rare in just in case Bijlow gets injured for whatever reason and Orif comes in. So, in terms of your question, Tim, let me know a little bit more context, if that makes sense. Tim says exactly. Okay, so, good question. It really depends, because if you've bought European players at their peak and then you're looking to sell them when the season's ending, then I'd like to think that you're going to get a lot less money for them, right? There's less utility, like you said, is going into the summer, so you can't play them. So is it worth you selling those players for cheaper and then buying MLS / Asian players? It's probably not worth it, if I'm completely honest. Like, if you've bought a European squad for, say, I don't know, $1,000 at their peak, at the start of the season, and then at the end of the season, you're selling them for, I don't know, $400. This is just all hypothetical, right? You would then, invest that $400 into an MLS / Asian team. Can you make back that $600 that you lost, when you first bought the European players? That theory in my head tells me that, you probably won't make that back. This is a very, simple, way of explaining it. But ultimately, I don't think you should do that. If you're able to, add to that, put, that gallery and build out an MLS / Asian team without having to get rid of your Europeans, I would, suggest that. But that might not be an option, so I completely understand. But yeah, for me, I wouldn't, if I'm selling my European players at a similar price to what I bought them for, then maybe. But if I'm taking big losses, then I personally wouldn't be selling them and switching over to an MLS team. That's just my personal opinion. Guys in the chat, if you have anything to add to that, then I'd be more than welcome to listen to your comments for sure and help out Tim. But yeah, that would be my advice for sure. We still haven't picked an extra. I don't fancy Ramsey. It's David Taylor. Hey Harry, how's it going? Evening everyone. David, what's going on, man? I really appreciate you popping in. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well actually. Hope you're doing equally as well. Just picking our teams or our squads for the upcoming game week. David, is your teams in line? Have you locked them in? Let me know. Tim says thank you very much. No problem at all, Tim. My pleasure. In terms of extra player here, I might even just go Wesley Fofana. Addy says, personally, I don't sell much for a loss. Yeah, that most people are going to follow that strategy, to be fair, and I don't blame them, of course. Addy said I'd rather hold. Yeah, completely get that strategy for sure. Guys, it's out of Diego Leite and Wesley Fofana. I'm going to go Leite. I think he has more of a chance of coming off the bench / starting than Fofana does with his current, coming back from injury status. We're going to captain Nico Williams because we have to. I mean, we don't have to, but yeah, under 23 rare. I keep calling it rare pro. It's not rare pro. This is the team we're going to be going in with. Excuse me. Diego Costa, Nico Williams, super rare. Seo Young-woo, rare. Papagay, rare. Oh, okay. And I just lost connection. Okay, maybe Sorare is down, guys. Is Sorare down for any of you? Let me know. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here, guys. Is your... Okay, I'm back. Interesting. Not sure what happened there, but we are back. So yeah, we've got our two teams built out. I am going to go over to Sorare Mega, and we're going to create a Gameweek 251 team. Who do we throw in? Rob said it's running really slow for him. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Rob, for letting us know. What do we enter here? Could we stretch to a Mega 8? Addy said it's fine for him. Can we stretch to a Mega 8 this weekend, or this midweek, sorry. Diego Costa, Nico Williams, and Seo Young-woo. Midfielders. Oh, we are very, very tight on midfielders, aren't we? I think we could go 3-2-2. Do we throw in Leite here? Or do we throw in Garcia? Maybe we just throw in Garcia and see what happens. We'll throw in Vieira. Why not? Or do we just... I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm going to throw in a Mega 5 instead. I don't want to risk not having enough quality, to be completely honest. We'll go 2-2-1. Nico Williams. We'll just copy our rare pro team, or under 23 pro team. Cody Gakpo up front, captain Cody, and we're going to call it a day there. That's not going to change. David said, good to hear. I have two teams in, but only a common DMP goalie for them. Hopefully hit the threshold. I have Taylor Hardwood-Bellis rare if you want to loan him for the midweek. Interesting proposal, David. Who are Stoke playing midweek? I do like the look of Hardwood-Bellis, to be fair. They're playing Barnsley away. Interesting. I mean, if I didn't have... What's Sorare Mega? Rob, Sorare Mega is basically a third-party site that, like, you connect your Sorare account to, and you basically just, throw in your players that are playing into either a Mega 3, so you pick 3 players, a Mega 5 if you pick 5 players, a Mega 8, you need to pick 8 players, and a Mega 11, you pick 11 players. And you basically go head-to-head against another player. If you win your match, you get 100 points, and it gives you XP, XYZ. But if you finish, if your team's score is the highest out of everyone, if you're in the top 10, then you get free cards. Basically, you get free limited. If you finish number 1, you get a rare card completely for free. You're not wagering your Sorare cards; they just use the API and stuff from the cards, and yeah, it's completely free. So I don't see why you shouldn't sign up. Rob Marshall just got back from work. Evening, morning, lads. Rob, what's going on, man? Really appreciate you popping in. Hope work was okay. Yeah, we've just been picking our side for the midweek. I've thrown in Seo Young-woo. I don't fancy Young-woo this midweek. I've said, obviously he's struggling right now in terms of goals. So I don't fancy Sale away to Ulsan. Rob, you might know more than me there. But yeah, I was just letting you know that. But yeah, in terms of Sorare Mega, it's completely free. Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't really be using it, I don't think. So yeah, it looks like we got our teams laid out. In David, I've just gone off complete track there. But yeah, in terms of the Hardwood-Bellis, if I didn't have Seo Young-woo, then I probably would be in the market for a loan, to be honest. But I'm happy with using him this midweek, to be completely honest, David. So I really appreciate the loan offer. But I don't think I'm going to need him this weekend. or this midweek. Why do I keep calling it a weekend? So yeah, David, honestly, really, really appreciate that offer, man. It does mean a lot to me. I really hope you hit the threshold. But yeah, guys, there are teams laid out and built for midweek. Let's just go back over here and check if anything's changed in terms of our positions. We're still in line for a tier 3 rare unlimited. Let's have a look at, I forgot to do it, but we're going to have a look at the Gameweek Center for 250 and have a look at the rankings for the special, the weekly challenge. David said, no worries, bud. Good luck. Thank you, David. I really appreciate it, mate. Good luck to you as well. Weekly challenge, right? So yesterday, it was nuts. You had Quinny at the top of the table, and Nellis was like second or third, right? It was absolutely bonkers. And yeah, I'm just looking at this is wrong. That can't be right, surely. I'm just looking at the rankings now. So, yeah. In terms of who's top, we have this guy, ZZ Luckers ZZ, Thug Life Soccer Club. Yeah, he's top right now with 433.95 points. So he's going to be taking away the tier 1 unique. But yesterday, Quinny was top of that list, which is just crazy. And then Nellis, who's in 4th right now, was like 2nd or 3rd, which was unbelievable. So yeah, looks like Nellis is in 4th. Quinny's in 7th. And yeah, I'm not sure. So there's 98% done. There's 870 cards left. Can anyone be caught, basically, is what I'm looking at. Let me have a look at the unfinished lineups only. Excuse me. So what have we got here? We've got Stefano Okaka. Is he playing right now? He's playing... I'm just having a look at the Turkish league on my phone to see if... Okay, so they play... Yeah, they are playing. They're 2-2 right now. Oh, he scored as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. There's only 15 minutes left, so he would have to do a lot in those 15 minutes to catch anyone. Same here, same player. Okay, so what's this? Unai Simon. So if Unai Simon gets a clean sheet, I'm guessing this guy... Oh, this is Sorare Addict Club. Interesting. Yeah, he could catch somebody. Hugo Lloris as well. They're playing tonight, I imagine. Interesting. So maybe those, maybe that top. I don't think number 1's going to get caught, if I'm honest, unless Unai Simon scores like 100, which I don't really see happening. But maybe, I don't know. I don't think the top 3 will get caught, if I'm honest. Obviously, Nellis is like 11 points outside of the top 3. So I think this, from 4th downwards is suspect to be caught, maybe with those couple players who have like Unai Simon and stuff, if they get clean sheets, of course. But yeah, very, very interesting situation. I'm really excited to see what that tier 1 unique is going to look like for that number 1 position. I don't think you can see right now, can you? I don't think there's like a prize. Yeah, see, so they're not showing us the prize pool. But a tier 1 unique, you're talking a lot of money. Rob says, Olsen looking good. Sale are due some good luck, though. Do you think it's a good idea to use... where are we looking? Do you think I should use my Young Wook this weekend? Or this midweek, sorry, Rob. It would mean that I would have to replace him with... what I'm getting at is a super rare Young Wook going to score better than a rare Young Woo? Right now, I would say no, but you might think different to me, Rob, and that's completely fine. I'm very open to any other suggestions. Bless me. I tell you what, I don't know what it is, but I cannot stop sneezing right now. I've never suffered from hay fever, but I do think that's what's plaguing me right now. Yeah, so guys, I think that's going to be the end of the live stream, to be honest, unless there's anything else that you guys want to see. And I think we could call it a day there. We've built out our teams. We don't have any SD leagues to partake in, so that's going to be that. Yeah. Addy says, bless me. Thank you, Addy. I do appreciate it. I do have tablets that I can take, so yeah, that'll solve that situation. But yeah, guys, I wish you all the best of luck for this midweek. If you've got teams, hope you hit the thresholds. Hope you win cards. If you haven't entered the giveaway that I'm doing, if you haven't watched the vlog, please do. It was a big weekend. I really enjoyed my time in Atlanta. So the more engagement on the vlog, the better. It does really mean a lot to me. I'm just seeing here a few more guys are entering the giveaway. That's Sorare Messiah's giveaway. So yeah, there hasn't even been that many entrants right now. There's only 41 entrants right now, guys, and there's a super rare and a David Villa unique. I wish a David Villa limited card on offer, completely free to you guys. So yeah, just to say thank you to for you guys watching my videos, the live streams. All the engagement is really welcomed, to be completely honest. So yeah, like I said, really appreciate you guys watching. I'll be able to stream. Well, Thursday I'll be a similar time to today in terms of streaming time. Just looking at Nellis's post here. Hold the line. It's going to be the most nerve-wracking day I've ever had on Sorare. Thankfully, I'm flying for most of it. We'll be shitting myself, checking the results when I get off the plane tonight. So yeah, I'm guessing. Well, yeah, he is out of the unique positions right now, which is gutting. Hopefully, like he says, he gets opted or something back in. That would be great for him. Would love to see him, climb that ladder and get himself a unique. So yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Like I said, I really appreciate you watching. Please leave a like on the video. Please go and watch the vlog. Let me know what you think. Join the giveaway, and I shall see you guys Thursday. There'll be a few videos this midweek, I think, before then, so look out for that. But yeah, guys, wish you all the best for the game week, and I shall see you live on Thursday, but there will be a few videos out before then.